Hi, people. I'm back. Stacy Hazlitt for the new viewers. Uh, got a lot to talk about with a lot of different things. Not all necessary with the Bigfoot, but related. Uh, One thing I do want to talk about that's not related. Our big tech people are really out of hand. I've heard of this, but I didn't have experienced it. But there was a phone call being made in my family from some of my other family, and they were on the phone talking. This was not on the internet, period. They were discussing another house, trying to get a bigger 4-bedroom house and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, on my emails, or not my email, and emails, I think it was too, a lot of things come up from realtors. Hey, we found you a 4-bedroom house. Uh, Contact this one. This a couple realtors got a hold of us about a 4-bedroom house that was available. We went on the internet to get that, and that come off the telephone conversation. Big tech's in our telephones. I've heard it before. I did not experience it, so I never talked about it. But I want to let you know that's what the government's letting them do. So that's that part of the topic for now. The next thing I want to talk about is one of the witnesses on one of the people that wrote in to Steve's show, How to Hunt. They were talking about a lot of things about the foot, and one thing they brought up was something in the Quran, the Islamic Bible or whatever it is. I don't know. I'm not religious. I don't know about religion things, but they had mentioned in there that they mentioned, I think it was I think the forest people is what they said. And there's a little more involved to it than that, but that tells me that they consider them people. They didn't say forest animals. They said forest people. So that kind of confirms some of the stuff, but that's out of the Quran. Sharon's still trying to find things through the Bible as to what's going on in the Bible with what's going on with the Bigfoot, and we're still denying Nephilim being anything to do with the Bigfoot. Uh, Another thing that I want to talk about, which I do this all the time, I did a video thanking our troops one time, and I didn't get a lot of views on it. I don't know if that means people don't really care for what our troops do or whatever, but myself personally, uh, I was in the age to go to Vietnam, and I couldn't because of a back injury. I couldn't walk right. My leg was messed up due to a crushed disc in my back, so I couldn't pass the physical. And I tried to go because I lost friends over there. I didn't like that. It really bothered me. So if I'm out, which I probably have a lot of viewers that are vets, due to the fact that I walk up to them and thank them for their service, whether it's Vietnam or anything, I thank them for their service. You know, that's part of their life. They take out of their life to help this country one way or another. And that's just something that I do. That's my personal thing. But on the other hand, I don't know how many of you ever heard about in Vietnam. You can look this up. They had a thing over there called the rock apes, where these things were throwing rocks at them. I mean, launching some big rocks. I've heard many stories about it. But out of all the vets I've run across, many Vietnam vets, I've shook their hand. I've only had about 3 that knew of the rock apes. And one I just met the other day. I ain't got names. I didn't get names. Hopefully he's listening. But he's seen 3 of them. The Bigfoot. That was in Vietnam back in the 60s and 70s. Well, 60s, maybe even back to the 50s. I don't know. But it was in northern Vietnam, if I got the story straight. They told me the name of them places. I can't remember them names. I couldn't pronounce them, let alone remember them. So anyway, the uh, the rock apes were real, and they were Bigfoot. The man seen 3 of them. The other guys I talked to never seen them. They just knew they had rocks thrown at them, and they called it the rock apes, and that was pretty well known back in the Vietnam era. You know, a lot of them guys didn't come home to tell a story about it. That's the bad part. But Anyway, the rock apes in Vietnam were Bigfoot. I mean, I could never confirm that until I just talked to the vet. He told me, yeah, yeah, that's what he told me. So, but he actually seen 3 of them. He told me a little story about it, but I didn't catch all of it because, I don't hear good, and I keep tired of saying, huh, 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 and people repeat themselves. I didn't have my hearing aids in, which they do help somewhat. But anyway, that was really good for me to hear. So I'm passing it on to you. That was a long time ago, but they've been here a long time, long before us. I keep telling people that. Uh, they are the first people, not us. They are the first people, long before us. But that's another story. Uh, as far as what's going on with my foots right now, with my Tennessee clans up here right now, with my hometown boys here, and I hear a little bit from them, but nothing amount to anything because they're all entertaining themselves, and I'm not part of the entertainment this time. So they do they do meet with each other. Uh, Usually about once a year they have a big gathering. I don't know anything about where that's at or how it goes on, but they have a big gathering about once a year. I don't know what they call that, but they do that, and I think it's kind of like a mating thing too. Like they grab mates or do whatever. But that's different clans get together. I don't know if there's. I know there's clans have different things going on against some of my clans, and I don't know who they are, but I was warned a long time ago to watch where I go because some clans don't like my clan. So I kind of pay attention to that. Uh, I wish I could identify all that right up front, but they only give me so much. Like I give you what they give me. If they tell me, if they let me know, if they tell me something like you ain't supposed to know, you ain't going to know it. It might be just for me to know. I don't know. But so far, I'm giving you all I can give you, and I'm having a good time with it. To my friends, it's just a wonderful thing. And like I say, they consider me part of the clan. I don't feel like one of the adoptees or anything. I feel like I'm part of the clan. I've had witnesses on Steve on his show how I've described how these thoughts just come into my head. Okay, and it's not. I can't get the mind speak. Mine's too freaking fast to catch all that. They can't get into it, so they give me their thoughts, and I'm starting to learn that I get a lot more thoughts than I realize because I'm starting to feel like I'm thinking like the clan in a lot of ways, and it's because of the thoughts they're giving me. Well, one of Steve's people that wrote in talked about him and his father were hunting, and they were both up in tree stands. I don't know what episode it was, a recent one. They were both up in tree stands, and they both got the same message. The message was something like, "You're just only an ant, and I can eliminate you whatever way I want." They didn't tell him to leave. From what I heard on the messages, they just told him they could squash him like an ant. And you look it up on Steve's show, you'll see what I'm talking about. Squash him like an ant and make him not they wouldn't exist no more. But they gave him that thought, not mind speak. They put the thought in the head, just like that's the way I received mine. That's what I've been telling everybody for all these years, that other people get it too. If they want to give it to you, they give it to you. So that's how I receive all mine. And I have gotten mine speak from Flower a couple of times, but that was just a rare occasion. But they definitely put that stuff into my head through their thoughts into my thoughts, and it's pretty neat. Uh, what else is going on that trying to think? There's a video on Donovan or something like that's his name, Donovan Dredd or something like that. Talks about an FBI agent. This FBI agent is telling a story of his most crime scene he ever run into, and it was the death of 4 men. And like, I don't want to talk all this gruesome stuff on here, but I want you to know this has got nothing to do with the Bigfoot. Anyway, the 5 guys went out camping, and 4 of them died. And you can look us up on Donovan. You can hear all of it because I'm going to give you a shot at it so you can go catch it and see what you think. But it's an FBI agent talking, and he said when he came up on a crime scene, these 4 guys were just totally mutilated. Mutilated. And they realized that there was a 5th guy, and they found him quite a few miles away, hidden up in a abandoned shack or something that was down there. They found him. He had broke arm, broke ribs where he had fell and done this running. He was running from this thing and attacked them. They were in their campsite, and they looked over and they seen these eyes looking at them. And one of the guys got to be a wise guy and took a rock and threw it and bounced it off this thing's head. It roared. It wasn't bothering him. Wasn't bothering him a bit till he threw a rock at him. He'd come out, bit one guy, almost bit his head off, shook him like a rag doll, and killed the rest of them and just mutilated them, except for the one guy that got away. And he lived to tell the story. He had to go a little bit of recovery before he could start talking about it, but he said like a big oversized wolf. The dog man. But my thought on that is, shouldn't have hit him with a rock. Didn't justify what he did, but in their world, they don't have to justify anything. But he didn't bother him. He didn't just come out and just jump on him like he very well could have if he had that in mind. But you take a rock, you bounce off somebody's head, bounce a rock off my head and I'm going to bust your head. That's just the way it is. Well, they just go overboard. They're violent critters. I don't think there's no human in them, but they have a lot of characteristics of a human. But I don't think there's no. If they ever get a DNA on one, I'd like to know what that reads. I don't know. I don't know where they come from. Don't know anything about them basically. But me and Jack are trying to find out, and now we know we have to be super cautious. If we get out there, if we're talking about maybe next weekend, maybe if we get out there around them, I ain't throwing no rocks. I ain't picking up nothing. I ain't doing nothing. Just saying, hi guys, how you doing? if that's worth anything, if I even get through that, I don't know. But if we even find them, we're going to give it a shot and see what we can do. But I'm curious because, like, if I can communicate with them at all, with the abilities that I have, I might be able to communicate with them. I just want to know why they've been to my house. That's all. What's their curiosity of coming to my house? The Foots are there. They're allowed to be there. That's their thing. And I just want to know why. But I got some more stuff coming, and I don't have time to get into it right now. But how much time have I got? Okay, I got a little bit, not much. Anyway, if you do anything about in the Quran, you might want to try to look that up. I mean, I don't know anything about Muslim religion or anything like that, but somewhere that guy said he quoted in Steve's show he quoted where it was at in the Quran. I didn't catch all that. I went to try to look back for it. I couldn't find the video again. So anyway, that's what's up with that, and could prove to be interesting. They in the Quran they called them people. So that's like I've been saying, they're just another breed of human, and that's all coming out. There's a lot coming out, and it's going to start coming out pretty quick, I believe. I can't specifically say, but I got the feeling things are coming closer and closer. It's got to do with us getting all the corruption out of this world and them taking care of their business. I think we might be successful at it. Well, I'm off here. It's kind of late tonight, so I'm off here, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. A little more information, and thanks for all the viewers and all the subscribers, and hit the like button, subscribe buttons, and all that stuff. Check your one buttons and make sure everything's coming in to you. All right, see y'all later. Bye.